All right, let me try this again. Today's the 4th of September 2017, and this is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres, by the way. Let's see, I'm working on something, and I needed some foliage, right? And so I came out here and I just checked my, these are fodder radishes that I planted. This is our produce area, and 2/3 of it I planted into fodder. And I'm going to be turning pigs out here pretty soon. And I came out, and when I came out, I noticed that the roots on these were pretty big. Like there was like 3 inches of it sticking out of the ground, right? So it got me to thinking that, you know, it's getting close to the time when I need to put the pigs in here. Now, every day that goes by and these things can get a little bit more growth is a good day. It's a really good day because you're gaining in this field right now. The field is putting the pedal to the metal. It's taking all the nutrient out of the field. It's taking the sun, the rain that we've had recently, the wind blowing these things back and forth, all helps to grow massive amounts of these in the field. I would reckon there's about 10 of these per square foot. And the square footage in here, I'd have to check it, but it's got to be 200 by 100. And figure these things weigh about 1 pound a piece, so about 10 pounds per square foot, you know, I would say. And that's a sizable amount of forage that's out here just sitting. I got a small group of pigs over there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I check to make sure that I haven't gone over the time limit. If I go too long, the tops on these things get tough and they get spiny, so you know, to touch it to your face would stick into you. And then if these don't have any cold weather, they're not sweet, right? So the only way to check the sweetness on these is to check them yourself. I'm really surprised there are no wormholes in here or anything. Piece I cut off, and that's what it looks like. That is good. That is good. Really good. I already ate 2 of them anyway. I've been planning this for about 20 minutes. But I got a group of small pigs here. They're about 12 weeks old mostly. And that's how you operationally check to see if it's okay. But I don't think there's any question. So one of the funnest things is when we have a field like that and it's just right, and I got a bunch of pigs like this, and there's like 30 of them in here. Turn them in there. It's waist deep, so you don't see the pigs. All you do is you see a bunch of movement. And then day by day, they're just out there eating, gorging themselves on the forage that's out there, and they plump up really, really fast. Now that field is a produce field. It produces for us or produces for them, but it's going to produce forage for some of us. You know, people will be eating off it, people or livestock. So a way to really stack the deck is with biochar. Here's a bunch of it that I've made. This stuff has got a little bit of dirt in it, so it's not ground yet. It's still just chunks like this. And I do make videos about how to make biochar. But we could take a bucket of this stuff and take it out there and broadcast it. And what will happen is it'll just be in there with all the forage, and then just like this, when they find it, they eat it. That's quite interesting. You might ask, why would pigs eat biochar? I don't know the scientific answer to it, but I can tell you they do. They definitely do. So we could put out there as much of it as we could spare, and they'll eat as much of it as they want. But eventually they'll get it all, and they'll crunch it up, pulverize it, and then pass it through their digestive system. Their digestive system will inoculate the biochar with their bacteria. And you know, the amount of bacteria in a pig's gut is probably like a human being. There's millions and millions of bacteria, and different types too. Probably thousands, but definitely the numbers are very, very high. I think in a human being there's about 3 pounds of bacteria is what they say, and it constantly regenerates, and you're constantly flushing some out. Now, when they manure out on the field, we get their bacteria out there. But when it's in manure form, the sun hits it, dries it out, and then you just have a dried turd out there. But when they chew it up and send it through their digestive system, the biochar has an amazing ability to hold moisture, and that's one of the things that will preserve the lives of the bacteria that's going out there. So you're actually charging the soil. You know, I could, if you didn't have pigs, you could make biochar, and you can see, here's a feed mill I have right here, and I run it through a feed mill and I pulverize it like that. And we could take that out there and broadcast it for sure. We could mix it with compost and put that out there. There's a lot of different ways you can apply it. When it's chewed up like this, when it's ground, this is what we want to put in chicken feed if you're going to run chickens out on pasture. And it's a great way to build soils in your pastures with chickens, especially feeding char to them. Great way. It's amazing how well it works. You can put it around fruit trees, you can put it around, just put it on your lawn. You can't go wrong with biochar. You can't over apply it. But this was about forage. Yeah, I'm about ready to put them out there, and when I do, I'll videotape it because it'll be really fun to watch. It's Mark from Baker's Green Acres. Anyone can farm.